Hi, today we are looking to understand how to create PDF files and automation from a Notion form. As you can see, I have got an employee disciplinary action form in the background. And once the details in this particular form are filled in and the user clicks on submit, the responses will go to the responses side of the database over here. I already have created two submissions out of the particular form, which are dummy submissions. And now I'm looking to create PDF file or automation whenever a new response comes up in the database. For this, I'll be using a tool known as PDF Output. This will help me create PDF files and automation from Google Document with the help of a Notion database. We already have the database available over here. We need to simply create a document from scratch, which will be helpful for the automation step. You can create any documents at scale, such as any reports, invoices, contracts, certificates, or even quotations that you are creating on a day-to-day basis in your business. Let's click on Create PDF and let's sign in over here, and then we will understand how the automation will start to work. So once we are logged in, we will be able to see that there are two things which we need to add. First is the Notion database. So this is the database which we are going to use. I will be adding the database in the selection screen. After that, we need to create a document over here which we can use as a template file for the automation. And finally, we can copy paste all the properties over here of the database onto the document one by one. And then after the mapping is done, we can start to create the PDF files on automation. So let's click on add Notion database, and let me first of all copy this database title over here, which I'll be using in the demonstration. So I've already copied the title of the database. Let me click on the selection screen, and you can click on select pages over here and put the database title inside the search pages field. It will search the database for you, and you can simply add the database from this selection window. So always enter the database title inside the search pages and then add it. Okay, do not add the database by selecting these top level pages that you see over here, because your experience will not be smooth and the database may not get added correctly. So always and always enter the database title inside the search pages and then only add it. Alongside this, if your database contains any relation properties and this is connected to, let's say, database A and database B, you also need to add database A and database B inside the search pages. If you do that, then only the PDF file which will be created will have all the relation and roller values generated in that. Otherwise, the relation and roller values will not appear correctly. Having considered all these things, let's click on Allow Access. And now I will get access to the Employee Disciplinary Action Form, which I can start to use. And you can see it is still not appearing over here. It takes a while to load the database, so you can simply click on reload database, or you can try refreshing the page once or twice. If you do that, the particular database will automatically appear. Okay, it has still not yet come up, so let me try to reload this page once again. It takes a few seconds to start to reload the database, and you can just wait for a few minutes, but it will definitely appear. Okay, so it has still not yet come up. Let me try to reload it once again. And now you can see the employee disciplinary action form is visible over here. If you click on this, you will be able to see all the database properties appear over here one below the other. Okay, so everything that we have in the database is already visible over here, and now we can use these properties to create the PDF files on automation. So before that, first of all, I need to add a document for this. Click on add Google document. If you already have a employee disciplinary action template available as document inside your drive, click on the existing document option, and you can choose the document from this list of options that appears. I do not have it, so I will be adding a demo document instead. And adding this demo document, it will automatically map all the properties of the database onto the document for me, so that I do not need to do any more mappings after this. Okay, so let me remove this part which I do not need, and let me remove few things which I also do not need from here. So you can see it has automatically added all these properties such as employee information, type of disciplinary action, description. All these fields are coming from the database that we have over here. And once the PDF will be created, all these fields will be replaced with the values from the database one after the other, and the PDF will be generated out of that. If you want to manually add any property, simply click on copy. It will copy the property. Go to the document and use Control V or Command V on your keyboard. Okay, so you can simply copy paste like using Control V or Command V, and it will directly map the property onto the document live. You can repeat this process for all the particular fields that you have, and you can map it anywhere on the document. Okay, for me the mapping is already done, so I do not need to map it, but you can obviously copy paste all these properties onto the document. After that, we need to define the PDF file name. So my PDF can be named as per this received by column. So I will choose received by field from here, and all the PDF will be created as per the received by field. If you scroll to the right side of the database, you will be able to see these two additional columns, generate PDF and PDF file. So you can use these columns to denote like which of the records you want to create as PDF file. Okay, let me delete these columns which are created unnecessarily. So you can mark the records which you want to turn into PDF file. So I will just choose ready to generate for whichever records I want to create as PDF file, and it will be directly stored inside the database right over here. So I have already selected the two records which I want to generate. Now let me click on download PDF, and now my PDF file will be downloaded and stored directly inside this PDF file column. It will also be downloaded onto the downloads folder, as you can see, and it will be marked against this particular field. So you can see the file is already generated. Let me click on this, and I will be able to see that all the properties are automatically tagged as per the database. We also have the second record which is already out, and the second record also has all the fields automatically tagged. So this created two PDFs on automation for us. But what we need to do is you can click on setup Notion automation, and now this will automate the process of generating PDFs forever. This means you do not need to come to PDF output ever again to set up the PDF file. All you can do is whenever a new submission comes up, so user clicks on submit and a new submission comes up, you can simply mark the records as ready to generate. It will automatically generate the PDF file right over here. So this works hands free, and the automation will work 24/7, 365 days. What you need to do is simply put it on automation over here, click on setup Notion automation. Whenever a new response comes up, click on ready to generate. The PDF will automatically get created over here for your use case. If you still have questions, use the chat bubble and send me a message with your queries. I'll be able to address the same. Or you even have a contact section at the bottom of the home page where you can send me an email with whatever issues you are having. I'll be able to take up the issues whenever I receive the mail. You even have a free demo session available, so take advantage of the free demo session, and I'll be guiding you entirely step by step from start till the end of how to use it. Okay. I hope